This is my third time filming this. It is almost 2 in the morning. It's 1:45, and I'm a little drunk, but I'm not as drunk as I feel like I should be right now. So, goals, I guess. Yeah, so if I haven't already said anything on my channel, I have depression, and it's shitty, and it takes up a lot of my life and time and thoughts, and everything, motivation goes away, everything is just gone. I sleep so much of my days away. Like, it's not evident at all on my channel and social media other than my nihilistic perspectives on life, which I tend to put out there. This is what I wanted to say though about depression in particular, is how bad it is to just care for yourself. And that's not every depressed person at all. Like, some depressed people, everybody with depression has a different type of depression, a different kind of how they react to it, how they deal with it. And I have dysthymia, which is permanent, mild depression. So essentially, I'm going to be depressed the rest of my life. Lovely. If I wasn't doing selfie form in this camera, I'd do the other half of this heart right now. But straight up, you see the stretch mark on my armpit right now. Like, I'm not fat. Like, I might look a little fat there, but I'm not super fat. I'm a little overweight, but the point is about my depression right now. Even though I've had depression for so long, it's different now. It's harder and easier at the same time. Like, in some ways, I feel like I want to kill myself less, and in other ways, I hate myself more, and it's vastly confusing. The one thing I did want to say in this video, that's really changed in my life, like, I've always been depressed. I've always hated a lot about my life. But a lot of it's manifested a lot differently now in my life than it did previously when I was like a high school teenager. Like, those 4 years of my life, grade 9 through 12 versus university, first year through 4th year, like, very different times of my life. Every year, like, grade 9 and 10 were similar, grade 11 and 12 were similar. First year was different from second year, which was different from third year, which was different from 4th year. Like, I feel like I just changed so much. And the thing I want to say is finally happening now, like 2 minutes into the video, as most YouTubers do. You know, they clickbait, and then 2 minutes into the video they actually start talking about what they wanted to say. And what I wanted to say was that I washed my hair for the first time in 2 weeks. I didn't shower in 2 weeks. And it wasn't like I wasn't doing anything in those 2 weeks. I went to work. I went to work and I stayed home and went on the internet and smoked weed and drank alcohol and did lots of stuff during that time, but didn't shower for 2 weeks. And it wasn't because I was lazy, it wasn't because I just didn't want to, it was because, like, it takes a lot of effort to take care of yourself, and I use a lot of makeup to make myself look like I'm fine. And I'll just put my hair back in a bun, or like a messy bun or whatever, and I'll do my makeup to look fine during the day. And I've gained a bit of weight, but you know, that's actually a big weight off my chest to say that, actually, that I haven't washed my hair in 2 weeks. And it's not just this is the first time I've ever, you know, not showered in 2 weeks. It's just that I think that's something people with depression don't talk about. Not everyone with depression does this or has this specific problem, but it is really hard to take care of myself sometimes. And I don't even work 40 hours a week or anything. I don't do that much in my life. I watch a lot of YouTube. I go on Reddit a lot. I'm on the internet a lot. Depression has affected me a lot. And I try not to let it. I try to be different. I try to, you know, make things better, but it's hard when on top of, you know, having clinical depression because of things wrong with my brain and, you know, like, genetics fucking with my brain is on top of that. Philosophically, and I say this all the time to other people, but I'm a skeptic and a nihilist. I don't think life has a meaning, a purpose, or anything, and so on top of everything else, it makes everything really hard, but at the same time it makes it easier. And you know what, maybe I'll make a video on that someday, about how my outlook on life is negative, yet I still feel good sometimes about the way I'm in life. Like, I still enjoy my life even though it's shitty, and even though so many of the things in my life and my boyfriend's life bring us both down. And it's really hard to have a relationship and be depressed, and it's really hard to just do anything. And I don't know, I honestly don't know how to explain myself, but my depression is bad. I'm on like the max dosage of antidepressants I can be on. 20 milligrams of Cipralex. I have heard of cases where Cipralex is prescribed at 30 milligrams, but I honestly feel like they'll just switch my antidepressant before doing that to me. So I'm just hoping that my 20 milligrams of Cipralex last longer than the 10 milligrams did before it just... My body adapts really easily to any new substance. Like alcohol, my tolerance went high really fast. Same with weed, same with probably other drugs. And actually I've looked into my genes, and a lot of my genes do show that my tolerance for many things becomes really high really fast. So that means if I were to start doing like cocaine or meth or something, that like I'd need that harder, bigger dose sooner than the average person. And I found that with caffeine, I found that with alcohol, I found that with marijuana in myself. Like, there were times in my life where my tolerance was so high for marijuana that I would smoke an entire gram and feel nothing. And like, I posted about that on Reddit and stuff, and people are like, no, like, you're lying. And I'm like, okay, sure, I'm lying, but I'm still over here smoking a joint that I rolled with an entire gram of marijuana, and I'm not getting high. And 1, no, it's not bad weed, and 2, no, I'm not an idiot. Like, is this what I really want this video to be about and talking about? Is this really what I want to put on the internet? Also, Bruce Wayne is over there. I mean, the Batman, I'm sorry. Spoiler alert. So if you think I did a good job on this video, do the like thing in the space below this video. There's a little hand thing. It has a thumb on the top. Just do that, because I don't know why, because every other YouTuber asks for it, so I guess that's why I ask for it. I deserve that like, because I spent a whole 8 minutes talking to you about bullcrap, and I love you. And goodbye. And good night, because it's now 5 minutes before 2 a.m. So, you see the clock? Can you see my life? Can you see my stress and pain? Okay, bye.